To the stage, the incredible Paul G.
I'm ready to just have some fun. It's been like months since my last performance, but I want to be able to just experience this moment with you guys. Is that cool?
Family got me, so I'm never ever quitting. This the anthem, play this on the heavy gun.
Come on, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. What? Put your hands together, sounding like this. Come on.
I love y'all. Yes, sir. Let's vibe out real quick.
Shout out for the car.
I went and chose my vibe and got lost in it. If you got a problem, don't get lost in it. Gotta be authentic. If it ain't true to you, true to me, what's the purpose? Look, check.
Love is help.
So love is help, right?
Love is
At the end of the day, if you get real love, true love, something that's real love, it's gonna help you out. Yeah.
You ain't gonna know until you really know it for yourself.
Yeah. And I see you really do try. You seemingly got it all, and do you really feel right? 1, 2, hey, we ain't satisfied. I want some. Hey, yeah, hey, I want some. Yeah, let's go. We ain't satisfied. I want some. Hey, I just wanna ride and try to. Cause I
Come wine till you broke off your back, broke off your back, broke off your back.
This, that, I got.
I don't see no competition in my bed. If we do that, we just move them out the way. I break the 808s and then I break the records. Man, they gon' follow me. Look, check the Insta, they be liking what they see. Shades on, cause Diddy did it, got the money picked. How Biggie did it, Yankee did it, just like Jigga did it, and I won't stop. I'ma get it. I don't see no competition in my face. Gang. Let's go. And I know no matter what, fear of being a black man, fear of being a human, fear of what's around, I know he watches me. I'm sorry, y'all, was that okay? Was that cool?
Do your thing, man.
All right, so let's end off like this. Yeah,
J-Mo.
I appreciate y'all still standing, man. I appreciate that.
Double A.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? Y'all good?
Yeah, hey, yeah. No time for no playing, going in, no weighing.
My name is Paul G for the final time of the night. I appreciate y'all. I thank you guys.
Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes. What it do, y'all? It's your boy King Kurt live, and y'all already know we back at it again. This time, we're bringing you our feature artist of the month, my man 50 Grand, Paul G. What's good, bro?
Yes, sir. What is popping, King Kurt? How you feeling, bro?
Yo, I can't complain at all. I am super excited to have you in the building. The folks is already streaming in. So look, y'all, as y'all flow into the chat, make sure to share the stream, make sure to share the love, because there's a lot that we're going to talk about over the next hour, my man Paul G. Y'all got to understand, y'all know how your boy do. I'm always looking for dope music, right? So I'm traversing the internet streets, you know, the ones that belong to Rihanna, and I come across this super dope artist, and it's this song that's just got my head bobbing. Y'all might have noticed it. We've been playing it in our Wednesday shows. Y'all already know what time it is. We've already been featuring them all this month. I had to find out who this person was. So I had to do some digging. Sometimes you got to do a little digging in this game. Yeah. And I finally got in contact with his people. Paul G was nice enough to be able to make some time in his busy schedule to kind of link with us. Y'all already know we're going to be featuring him all this month, but this is your chance to get to know the man, the myth, the legend, right here, right now. And y'all got him for about a good hour. I don't know. His people might pull him in. He might go ahead to jet set down to, Key Largo or something. I'm not sure what his schedule looking like. But you shouldn't be traveling, not in this quarantine. Man. Please.
I mean, unless you got some type of protection or you traveling safe, man. You listen. It's not the time.
No, not at all. And and honestly, that's kind of where I want to hop in with you right away, because I already know the Beyond the album has been out here, and I know you've been really doing your grind, pushing it, especially pumping the original single. But how has COVID, because that's what a lot of artists that follow our page and they look for advice, and especially in these kind of interviews, how has COVID helped you to either change the game or hurt the game?
Man, listen, man, COVID, you know, I just thinking about my past, I'm someone who, when something gets thrown at them, it's either I'm going to duck, bob, and weave, or I'm going to move and leave and think about something else. But right now, COVID forced me to be like, yo, am I going to let this die? Am I going to let this drive die? Am I going to let my mind go crazy? Or am I just going to duck down, figure out what I can do? And man, look, this COVID, man, I came up with an idea for virtual events, man. So during these virtual events, we are partnering with these corporate companies. We are, you know, we did Rock Nation, we did Warner Brothers, Amazon, like we did virtual game nights with my music playing in the background, my boy DJ Zeke, my guy DJ Swift. We put on these events with people. So that was another way to keep my music alive, keep my energy alive. And actually, 2019, I dropped Beyonder, so we couldn't even tour, we couldn't even perform, we couldn't do interviews because of COVID. Yeah. So I was really afraid, man. And even right now, I'm still feeling the effects because I haven't done a live performance since that's not true. Earlier this year, since early
2020, right?
Right. It's only been virtual, man. Actually, 2021, I did something outside, but you know that was in a whole other state. But you know, it's not. It really wasn't the same, you know. But I feel like we're getting closer to that. But all that to say, man, we made it happen. We put it on virtual. And we're trying to make what we can do. We're trying to make it do, man. Like we can only do our best, bro. That's really it.
You know, it's interesting. There's a couple of things in there I want to touch on. Number one, the game night. See, that's what I love about my people. We will innovate some stuff because we already do it at the barbecue. You know what I mean? So why not flip it? Yeah. So I mean, how did that come about? What made you say, hey, wait a minute? You know what? We got this opportunity to use this virtual world to keep the music going, but also to keep me busy. How did that transpire?
Well, man, it took a lot of like prayer, patience, and just innovation, man. Like I've been just talking to like God, like, yo, I need something. I need something to get me going. I need something to get me moving. So actually, I used to work with this company called Yaymaker, where I used to host live events every day during the weekend, just kind of like keep people involved and stuff like that. So they ended up going virtual. And then what happened was I thought like, yo, let me do game nights, like at least something where I can, you know, throw up, you know, some music and have a DJ and we could dance, we could party. I created the games. This is like the early on stuff. Like when we first started last May. Now we're on a whole nother wave. You can check it out at Virtual Game Nights on IG. Basically, man, I just like, listen, I called up DJs. I look crazy right there. Anyway, I called up DJ Zeke. I was like, yo, Zeke, bro, what if we play games, you DJ'd in between, and we got these people entertained, bro. We had them buy tickets, we had them jump in.
I never see so many happy white folks, bro.
Yo, man, and listen, them happy white folks is paying the bills. We get them paying the bills. But anyway, all seriousness, man, we just made it happen. It was the right people at the right time who put their minds together, put their grinds together. And man, and Zeke and Swift, man, they work round the clock to keep this engine rolling. Me, because of my schedule, I'm able to step in and do these crazy hours with events. But it just took a group of incredible men of color too, to really make it happen. And so it's not me, it's everybody that's on the team. And we're making a killing off of this, man. I think, I don't want to talk numbers, but the thing is, we are doing an excellent job.
He said, I don't want to say we making money, but
no, we
are.
We doing the damn thing. I'm not gonna hold you. We are very happy and very blessed and overwhelmed with the amount of people that's taking off with it. But yeah, man, that's really what it's about, is sticking to it and just hoping and being focused, man. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Listen, everybody flowing in. You know, see, that's one of the things that I really enjoy most about, especially our people, because that's one way for you, like for those that are aspiring artists and people who are still trying to get their music out there and figuring out what can I do in COVID. Sometimes you got to switch up the model, the template. The template used to be, I go out here. I remember back. Look, I'm not gonna tell my age, but I'm from the burning CDs and handing them out era.
Heard that, yeah.
You know,
yeah, man. Selling the tapes on the ad, man. That's
right.
Yeah, I feel you.
But now with this digital age, Paul G, how do you evolve with the changing scene of music? Because everything on your album is fire. I'm gonna tell you right now, I listened to the album 3 times through because I do my research before. Listen, I do my research before I even go ahead on and ask for an interview. And I got 3 tracks here where I'm like, yo, why is this not banging in every single club? Or I like the motivational tracks. We'll get it. Look, don't get me started. I ain't gonna fanboy just.
Hey man, listen, it's good to smell the flowers, man, because life be trying to test us, man. So when another brother comes to another brother with flowers, man, I can't help but to enjoy that, man. So I'm not gonna stop you, man. I am not gonna stop you.
Listen, give me some, because bro, I can tell by the level and the quality. You put some work in. I mean, right off, aside from the intro, right off the bat. Hold on, you know what? I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Let me pull this thing right up. Right off the bat, number 2 track, Finale. Bruh, you had me ready to go through a wall. You had me ready to absolutely go through a wall. Was this meant to be the fire banger that it is?
Yo, man, because you know what? I realized that people met me as a singer at first. Some people met me as a rapper at first, but I have such a passion to rhyme and to rap and to express that I'm like, listen, man, I'm just going to put all that, oh, he's not really a rapper like that, to rest. Man, I do what I want to do. I rap, I sing, I host. I do what I want to do, bro. And I felt like rapping, and I felt like doing what I had to do. So, I mean, it came together cool. And me and Double A, my boy producer who works very close to me, we're very proud of that one right there.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. I'm just saying, because y'all know I ain't trying to get knocked by these Facebook police. So I can't play every track, y'all. But it is streaming live right now on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. That first one out the gate, I was like, oh, okay, this is fitting to be something I need to look into. Yes, now, mind you, out of every track on Beyonder, which one's your favorite? Personal favorite?
Yo, I mean, it keeps changing, man. At first, it's the track because I realized that people know me and appreciate me as someone who's happy, someone who's excited, someone who's always got a good vibe. But as artists, man, it's sometimes a person like myself who is always trying to be a good vibe. I like the songs where I can really express, the songs where I can really talk how I feel. And so Major Difference is one of my favorite songs because I get to really talk how I feel. And honestly, in this album was a little selfish. This album was about my feelings, about my mind, it's about my emotions. I came out of a really interesting 2019, and then 2020 was even crazier. So I was really in my bag, really in my thoughts, really in my feelings, just evaluating life. And Major Difference was really something that helped me realize, like, I'm taking it back. I'm taking my mental back. I'm back in my bag. I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. I'm telling you where I'm coming from. And so that's really where Major Difference makes me happy, man. You know what I'm saying? That 12/24, Now or Whenever. I like Authentic because it's just easy. It's fun.
Listen, Authentic. Hey, that was my first introduction. Authentic is what put me on to Paul G. And then I went to paulgtv.com, and then that's where my research began, because I said, who is this brother? And I have to admit, out of all of them now, my personal favorite is A Game.
A Game.
Bruh, India Carney.
Yeah,
I'm saying that name right.
Yeah, India Carney. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, she is one of my favorite singers, man. She's one of my top 3. That's one of my best friends, one of my top 3 favorite singers. We've known each other since we were 10 years old. She is, I don't know if she likes me to tell this stuff, but she sings background for her. She sings background for Katy Perry. She signed to Randy Jackson. She's done commercials. Oh, yeah, no, she is incredible, man. She was on America's Got, was it America's Got? Or was it The Voice? She was on The Voice. She was like, I think, top 10 on The Voice, man. She is a gifted singer. You know what I mean? So it was great that we were able to get on a song finally. You know what I mean?
Because when I tell you the collab was chef kiss. Yeah. Like, yo, there's very few times where you see 2 artists get together and it's a vibe. You know what I mean? And that's one of those tracks where you can literally it switched it up, because I came into this ready to go through a wall, and I was like, I need to mellow out after this. Like, hold on, I'm a big man. You can't have my heart pumping like that. We're give a brother a heart attack. But by the time AK came on, I was like, okay, all right, I'll survive this album.
Right. Shout out to Double A's track listing ideas. That's my guy right there, Double A.
Yo, So now, tell me what made you feature Authentic, the G Mix, as the number one, as the single that you want to run with?
Yo, man, like at this point in life, I'm just like, a lot of stuff I like to plan, but some things just pop up. So this company came to me and was like, yo, we want to give you a distribution deal. We want to distribute your song. We want to make sure people hear it. And so they were like, yo, we want to distribute the whole Beyonder over again. I'm like, nah, let's not do that. Like, I'm not taking it off all sites for y'all to redistribute it. I've seen that you guys work who we work with, but let's just do a song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, let me just remix Authentic real quick. Add some new music. Let me change up the words a little bit so that people, you know, get some type of fresh feel. And honestly, man, it was timely because I was just way too busy and way too consumed to even make new music. You know what I'm saying? With the show and with the new business we started with the game nights and stuff. So it was really tough for me to make music. So when they came through with the deal, I was like, all right, man, let's do it, man. Let's distribute it all over. And so I'm like, yo, if I'm going to put it out, we're going to put it out. So, you know, we just dropped it. We did the video. I had my boy he did like Netflix work, Chris Fakieri. He does incredible animation. So he did the video. My boy.
The animation on that joint. And mind you, that we got. Y'all going to hear that before the end of this stream. We had to speed it up a little bit because Facebook,
right?
We watching you. But okay. So now this is the feature. Obviously, whole new flavor because I got the opportunity to hear it, and even hearing it for the second time with the G Mix, it still slaps.
Right.
Slaps completely.
Yeah.
So now with the new business and everything that you've got going on. Any new music possibly in the future?
And we are doing references out the woodwork. We have a list of producers. We just finished a meeting for our master plan for that. I'm like, I'm not playing any games with this next project. We're going to do 8 songs full of vibes only. Like, I got my feelings out the way. I understand this album is for people now. So we're giving them vibe. We're giving them joy. We're giving them feel good. We're giving them real talk with the energy. We're giving them all that. We're doing 8 songs. We got about 10 to 12 producers we're working with on that joint. We're doing we're trying to get a tour going on. We're really going hard, man. We're playing in 2 years in advance, man. I'm trying to at least get it out. If not summer 22, summer 23. New music for sure, and we're not playing no games, bro. By the way, we're gonna be live streaming every time we're in the studio. So we're gonna be
so we get the inside track.
Absolutely. And then I'll do different mini games in between the live stream. So I'll have people voting on different ideas. I'm like, what do y'all think? This or this? People will vote live. We'll keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're doing a bunch of different things to really kick it off and take it to the next notch. So absolutely. New music, bro.
Now, see, Paul, now you play, because look, we do a game night here at Head Nerds in Charge.
Really?
We do a game night. Ain't no corporate game night. But I'm telling it's a Negro game night.
I like Negro game. That be our most fun game nights. People be looking for birthdays and stuff. We be having a good time, bro.
Bro, we do Black Card Revoked.
Yes, we do too.
All right, so we got to do a collab. We got to do a joint game night. Listen, you get your people. I get my look. All I'm saying is game blouses.
Game. Literally, game.
Listen, y'all already heard it. HNIC, Paul G. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna do a joint game night, and I'm telling you right now, I can already tell by the energy, it's gonna be fire.
Oh man, bro, come on, it's gonna be lit, bro.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, you know what? Since they already asking, Paul, just real quick, y'all could go to Paul G TV and get all his socials, but it's always better to hear from the horse's mouth. Paul, how can people start to follow you?
Yo, man, Paul G TV on everything, man. Brand continuity, paulgtv.com for website, everything. Paul G TV on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Search Paul G on any streaming service titled Spotify, Apple Music. Get it all, man. Stream it all, man. My goal is to connect with real people that enjoy real feels, and man, that's my goal, bro. So if y'all like what y'all like, even if y'all like how I'm talking, let's chat, man. Follow me on the gram. We'll do what we got to do. Let's make the story a little bit better.
Listen, and look, y'all already know the man is multifaceted. I haven't even gotten to all the knives in the Swiss Army knife yet. I ain't even pull out all the blades yet. But I want to stick to this music thing just real quick for a little bit longer. Your discography, bro. Listen. I have to say, Game.
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Oh, man.
You got UFC fighters coming out to your music.
Yes, sir, brother.
I mean, tell me about that experience real quick, and that particular song, why it's such a banger especially if you're trying to get right, whether it's exercise, sports, whatever? Why is it so inspirational?
Yo, man, it's inspirational because it was meant to be. And I'm not trying to be all deep right now. I'm just trying to say, like, I keep going because things like this happen. So with Game, I woke up one day. First of all, I went to sleep that night just depressed. I'm like, yo, man, like, I'm really pushing it. Nothing, like, you know, it's working, but it's not working as much as I wanted to. It's like, it's not leaving my main demos. Like, it's not leaving my main groups. I woke up one morning and the New Yorker and GQ used it in one of their videos. And, like, the basketball impersonator guy, B. Dot, who's always on ESPN, he used it in his video. Then I wake up again and people are using it in UFC, like Israel Adesanya walking out to it, his style bender crew walking out to it. You know what I'm saying? People putting in commercials and stuff. I'm like, yo, like, this is OD.
Like, where are my checks though?
No, but you know, they came about 3-4 months late, but you know, the text is dead, brother. And I was like, but no, seriously, like, I'm just like, yo, it's like my energy, it's my passion, it's my incentive, is to get people realizing that you can be a lot more than you think you can be. You know what I'm saying? You can reach your full potential, your full mental state, your full physical state. You know what I'm saying? You can always be more talented. You could always be more gifted. You can always be better at what you do. And that's what the Beyonder mindset is. You know what I'm saying? So That's why them songs sound like that. That's why, you know, I'm talking with a little bit more conviction than normal. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm energized. That's why I'm hyped as hell, because I understand where I'm coming from and I understand my mission. You know what I'm saying? So
Look, you about to talk me through a wall again. Now you're not gonna keep doing this to me. Now we gotta look now. I'm not trying. Look, you unless you're gonna pay for some of the construction in my sheetrock. I'm just saying, use some of that corporate money to fix these walls that I keep going through every time. Because I love the energy and I love the way that you carry that energy across, not only in the way you speak, but also in the music that you deliver. Because there's not too many people who can blend multiple sounds, especially in an album, and make it work. There's not too many people who can hype you up just as much as they can mellow you out. And that skill of being able to not only, you know, rap, but also sing, because you have a phenomenal singing voice.
Thank you, bro.
So I mean, like, which one do you lean towards more now? Would you rather go the R&B route, or is that hip hop rapper, or is it just like, Kurt, I'm just doing me?
Kurt, it's a little bit of everything, man. Like, my goal is whatever I need to achieve with the feel. Like, if I'm feeling something, like if I feel I need to sing and bring out the harmonies, I will sing it down. If I feel I need to write, it depends on what I want to express. So if I want to express a certain message, a certain energy, I'm like, okay, I need to bring the rapping out, or I need to bring the singing out, or I need to bring both. You know what I'm saying? But I'm leaning toward doing, like, I used to do more of the other or less of the other because people were asking for it. Now my goal is doing what needs to be done to the fullest capacity and giving people, yes, what they want, but also what I need to do. So I can't really choose over the two, because yes, there's gifting in each one, but it depends on what I want to talk about, what I'm feeling to talk about, and what I'm told to talk about. You feel what I'm saying?
Ooh, I like that, because just recently, Yasin Bey, for those that know Mos Def, he recently came out and was talking about how, you know, people have been hounding him for new music, and people kept saying, you know, how come you're not going by Mos Def? And he just said, listen, my music is my gift to me. It's between me and God, and how I deliver that music is how I choose to. And I feel like there's a sentiment that's starting to reverberate throughout the music industry. Would you agree?
Oh man, yeah, man. I think, you know, not only are people getting tired of this cookie cutter music, not only are people getting tired of this fast paced, quick, I just want to make a catchy statement music. People are really starting to gravitate music that feels, you know what I'm saying, music that makes you feel something. And even if people don't think the artist is that talented, people are going to music that makes you feel something. You know what I'm saying? Makes you feel like you that's it. That's literally it. If you can make me feel something, I will stream your music. I will stream music over and over and over again. So if he's saying, yeah, I want to make somebody feel something, or if he's saying it's not where I'm at mentally, then you can't ever really put out the art, because you can't force an artist to put out something and then expect it to be authentic and good if they're not really there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure if I answered your question, but
no, you absolutely did, bro. Because it's just like you said, if you're putting out music that makes somebody feel, then that's all that matters. You convey your message and they received your message. Other than that, it ain't up to anybody else but you and that person.
That's it, man. Yeah.
Now we got to get into a little bit of who Paul G is, though.
Yeah.
So right now, right off the bat, what you listening to in them headphones, man? When you going about your day, who you listening to?
Yo, man, I listen to Ye, I listen to Drake, I listen to Ty Dolla $ign, I listen to Young Thug, I listen to Gunna. I'm sorry, I listen to everyone. I listen to everyone, everything, bro. I listen to Prince a lot. I listen to Michael Jackson a lot. I listen to Stevie Wonder.
As you should.
You know what I mean? I listen to Chris Brown. I listen to who else? I listen to a lot. That's a good amount. And it's like I actually listen to a lot of different artists too. I listen to a lot of reggae, dancehall, soca. I listen to a lot of.
I noticed the influence.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm Guyanese. My mom is Guyanese. My dad is Jamaican. So like the Caribbean influence is there. My cousins, my family, my friends, they're all Caribbean. So like a lot of that influence is there with the rhythmic and the music. So I listen to a lot of different artists and a lot of different songs. So like maybe one artist might have a song that I love, but then there's another artist who, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to talk about main artists, like I said, Ty, Drake, Ye, Big Sean, Chris Brown, Prince, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Well, that's the general.
That's the skeleton for greatness. And
right.
Shout out to Guyanese culture. My family from Guyana too.
Yes, sir.
I should have known there was going to be some love there. I felt the Caribbean vibes.
Yeah.
It just felt right.
It's the confidence, you know what I'm saying?
It is a swagger. It is a sauce.
My brother. The confidence, right?
So now, okay, with that being said, we know who you're listening to. Mm-hmm. But if you had the opportunity to work with somebody, now I got it. It's a two-parter.
Okay.
Who would you want to feature on your music spitting? Who would you want to feature on singing? Two different vibes.
Feature on rapping. I would like. You know what? This is interesting, man. It's an interesting one. I would like to have J. Cole on the record. Why? Because we went to the same school.
I already saw the picture. I knew you was gonna pick J. Cole.
It's only right. Like that is not only a marketing plan. That's not only a full circle moment for me. Yeah. But it's just that his style and his transparency and his versatility when it comes to melodic flows and different music, it's like he would be incredible. And I think my style differs from him enough for us to be on a song and bring something unique, you know? Because if I say Big Sean, I take a lot of influence from Big Sean. I take a lot of influence from Drake. I take a lot of influence from Kanye. But if it was Cole and Ye, that's who I would love to have verses on my music. But when it comes to singing, I would love to have Ty Dolla $ign or James Fauntleroy on a song with me. James Fauntleroy or Ty Dolla $ign. Ty, because he's really helped me realize that you can go mainstream by singing the deep R&B cuts with the harmonies and with the, with the feels and with the real true R&B sounds. I really respect the 90s R&B, you know what I'm saying? I really respect that R&B feel that makes
that's one of the last great eras.
Man. That's why I tap into a lot of 90s R&B and bring it here because they really were struck gold with their music. Nowadays, everybody's sampling the 90s. Everybody's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's bringing the words. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nobody's bringing the words. Nobody's bringing the feeling. Nobody's bringing the true harmony. Nobody's making you feel nothing like that no more. They just cookie cutting it and throwing it on the radio. So Ty, Brandy, James Fauntleroy, because they got, man, listen, if I ever got in the studio with them, Omarion too, I would
Omarion. But see, he can do he once again, he's that blend where he learned from like Immature and all of them. So that's that flavor. I think that would mesh well with what you do.
Oh yeah, man. And so like that's my goal, man. So I would really go forth and do my absolute best to yes, exactly, Jill, tell them stories and make people feel and make people understand where I'm going and just where my mind is at, rather than talking about sex, rather than talking about, all this extra stuff that doesn't really connect with nobody because everybody hears it every day. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, that's who I would love to collab with. Of course, Chris Brown too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would take out a loan to collab with these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're gonna have to we about to do this GoFundMe. So
you hear me, bro? I would take out a loan. But whatever needs to happen happens, man. Like that would be an excellent thing if I got.
Well, I don't know if we can reach Breezy, but Breezy, if you out here, I'm gonna look right in the camera. Breezy, if you out here, Listen, Paul G just waiting on the phone call.
I'm just waiting, man. I'm waiting. Listen, Ty Lawson, you know some people I know, bro. Come on. If you hear this in any random world at any time ever, bro, and if I meet you in 3 years and I show you this interview to show you that I've been a fan, just know, Ty, it was meant to be, and we're going to do some music. You too, James Follower. Don't play with me.
I love it. Yo, my man Paul G said, look, just in case, I'm going to show you that the universe aligned.
Oh, yeah.
Happen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, we're going to talk about Head Nerds in Charge, the first place I said it live, too. Yep.
This is why, see, that's that brotherhood. You got to understand, we trying to reciprocate this reciprocity in this thing here.
For sure, man.
So now, all right, let's change the game up a little bit because I want to know a little bit more about Paul G. Mm-hmm. I know you said you went to St. John's in New York, but where you from, bro?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, man. I write how I'm from, and that's the tough part, man. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? But I got some Queens influence because I went to school in Queens a lot, hang out in Queens a lot. But I'm from Brooklyn, and at first it was tough to make the music I made because all these Brooklyn artists now more than ever were on this drill scene. We're on this drill kind of sound, and if you didn't have a gang or 1,000 dudes behind you, you wasn't gonna blow. And the thing about it is, man, like I was really afraid. I'm like, oh man, like I'm from Brooklyn, but I can't even get my Brooklyn OGs to co-sign or play my stuff because they want to hear that drill stuff, that trap stuff, that gang stuff. So it was tough, man. It's really tough, and my goal is to make sure I get to people who like the music. That's it. And I realize there are people in Brooklyn who bang with stuff that isn't super gang related, you know, but I also try to get the sounds of my city, like that dark, that heavy, that energy, that confidence, that braggadocious feel. I'll bring it to a track.
Oh, I like that. That swagger. There is a New York attitude. Yeah. There's a New York personality. And I think it comes across in your music. So that actually makes a lot of sense. But see, I love the fact that you're changing up the game because, you know, when I think New York artists, first thing that pops in my head is, you know, your Wu-Tang Clans. That's right. You know, that's my era. But you know, New York has always, now I'm not gonna say no offense. I'm from Philly. We're gonna say it like look, y'all know y'all grimy. Y'all know New York has put out grimy music. Y'all saw what Jadakiss did to the Poor Diplomat.
And I loved everything about it.
Did you love it?
I loved it. But you know what? That's different sides of New York. You got the swaggy, chill, laid back side of things. You got the grimy, I'm getting everything of that upstate New York energy. Like y'all taking us for granted, but I'm gonna show you what's up. Like the lock, I loved every minute of that, bro. Like I was hyped, bro.
Wait a minute. You was okay with that massacre on stage, man. Look.
If you don't come with it, bro. Like if you didn't come prepared, whose fault is that? Like this. So they didn't play like 5 songs, bro.
Bro. I felt so bad for Jules and you know that scene in Boys in the Hood where he's like, y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah, that's right. Yo. So I mean, they had so much songs they didn't prepare. The Locks came prepared. They was ready for every scenario, bro. Every scenario.
Once we got to the freestyle part of it, I was like, okay, all right, this is woo, he pulled the bandana off his head. I said,
threw it on the floor. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. I thought something was gonna happen because I'm looking at the screen. I'm like,
woo, this ain't my look. Back in my day at the Source Awards, if somebody threw a chair and it hit nobody, everybody fighting, let alone pull it, but snatch the bandana off it. You know, we ain't here to talk about the lie. I'm sorry, but that was so that speaks to I say that to say that speaks to that New York personality, that persona, but you're reinventing it. I believe you're ushering in a different era of New York music because there's the sounds of the city, but there's a way that you can still, like Will Smith, like Philly has always been your Freeways, your Beanies, you know, your Cassidys. Right. We have, you know that we have a grimy feel. But when you think of a Philly hip hop artist, you think Will Smith. And Will gives you a whole nother flavor, but it's still Philly.
Still Philly, man. It's that Philly confidence. It's a different side of Philly. Like New Yorkers aren't one way. Philly artists aren't one way. You know what I mean? Right. Like that's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I get you, bro.
So that's what I see, and especially in this Beyond the album. So, folks, let me tell you something, and you know, King Kurt don't put his stamp on nothing that he don't personally go listen to, dissect, and say, "Hey, are we gonna do this?" This Beyond the album, it's streaming right now.
Yes, sir.
I need you to go into your app. Don't cut off the stream just yet, but go after this stream. Go into your app. Go ahead on into Apple Music. Go into Spotify. Put in Paul G. Get the whole discography. Start with Beyonder. Look, I'm telling. Look, we trying to hit everyone. Start with Beyonder. Start with finale.
It's actually, it's actually finally, but I spelled it with 2 E's because it's Paul G with 2 E's. It's actually finally.
So now you throw. All right. So you finally. That's what y'all need to be listening. Well, look, I'm gonna tell you right now because. Finally was almost my finale. I almost had a goddamn heart attack. No, seriously, bro, because like I said, I'm more of that hype rah. If you get me off the bat, like most albums that we get submitted, like people who send us music and say, "Hey, could you listen to our music and check us out and see if you can feature us?" Half the time you get about 30 good seconds off the first track, and then I'm like, okay, I'm cool.
Okay.
No, but after I had initiated trying to seek you out, and then on top of that, once I got to the whole album, I was like, oh yeah, we got to bring him on the show. So if y'all don't already know, Authentic is one of the features out there on Beyonder. Y'all need to go ahead on and check that out. And we're getting ready to discuss a little bit of a turn with Paul G, because forget hosting, forget the virtual game nights and singer, hip hop artist, actor. You acting in these streets? What's going on with that?
Man, listen, I'm doing it all, bro, and like I'm not listening to nobody's quota, nobody's box, nobody's thing. I truly believe I have gifting in all those areas, and God told me to do everything I need to do with my time, and I went out and did what I had to do with that acting thing, man. For real, been acting since I was 10 years old, honestly.
Yo, I am beyond impressed because the role that stood out to me. Now, y'all already know HNIC. All we do is Black-centric, Afro-centric, and especially talking about the history. Juneteenth just passed, so we did a lot about Black history because it ain't just in February. Let's talk about this. Henry Box Brown.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's an individual who was like an asterisk, a footnote in Black history curriculums through most public schools. We heard about him. We heard about the slave that mailed himself to freedom, but very rarely did they get into the intricacies as to who he was, what his life was like, and to even do a theater production on it is amazing. But the fact that we have the lead, that's right, y'all heard me, the lead is not other than the man himself, Mr. Paul G. How in the world did you make that transition?
Well, man, so I started acting since I was 10, so I was doing other smaller productions at other places, and so I was meeting different people. So I did different plays at places like CCC, and so my guy, one of a family friend, Michael Harley, he was actually in the show before I got to the show. So skipping all my past acting before this, he was in the show before I was in the show. He's like, "Yo, bro, we're going to Maryland to do a show, and one of the actors had to drop out of the show. Do you want to read for the best friend of the main character?" And so I'm like, "Listen, man, free trip to Maryland. That's where my girlfriend lives. Like, man, let's do it." You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm good with that.
Right at the time, that's where she lived. I'm like, quick $400 for a quick show, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it. So yeah, I ended up going to. She made me like the director, Mary Manasuri, who's a very close friend and who's doing incredible things right now with the show. I'll get to that a little bit later. Okay. She auditioned me just to see what I was like, and she was like, "Paul, how would you like to play the lead?" I was like,
when they lean in, it's about to get real, like,
right,
bro.
And so I'm sitting in the audition, I'm like thinking I'm gonna play this quick role, get it over with, learn these lines. She's like, "How would you like to play the lead?" I'm like, "Let's do it." You know what I'm saying? So it was really a referral from my family friend, a brother of mine, a friend of mine, Michael Harley, who's killing it right now on TV and film right now. So anyway, he put me on. From there, I ran with it, been with the show for like 4 or 5 years now. And from there, we've just been doing amazing things. That's what's really kept me with the show, is that we keep doing bigger and better things with the show. So that's how I'm in the show now, man.
And so now you've been featured on BBC television, and you obviously, this is not your first time interviewing about this.
Mm-hmm.
What made you connect to this particular character? Is this something? I mean, obviously opportunity presented itself,
Right.
but was this a lane that you were looking to go down?
Yeah. So I was intrigued because I never played a slave before. And I think that's something I've always wanted to connect with as being a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the results of slavery, seeing the consequences. No, that's not the word either. Seeing the effects of slavery and the effects of slavery on our community. I'm like, yo, I feel like this project is drawing me to it. I feel like this is something that I want to touch on. I never got a chance to, play that role before. And I feel like I wanted to get in touch with that side of my heritage, get in touch with that side of my history, and in turn learn and grow as an actor. And of course, that's really why I was so pushed to do the role. And I keep coming back to the role because, sometimes, I'm not gonna front, a couple years ago, I did get tired of being a slave. I did. I did. But then I realized the work.
I can understand that.
Yeah, like I got tired of it, man. Like I got tired of it. So I'm just like, listen, I understand the goal is there. The mission of the show, Merriman Suri's mission of the show is big. And so it's paying off. And I'm like, listen, man, I'm ready to do what I got to do. So I will play the role until somebody takes the role from me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
or I got
right.
And so that was my inspiration. And I'm constantly inspired to be true and authentic to the role and bring everything I got to it.
Listen, bro, let me tell you something. I need to know when the next time you're doing it, because I'm a big fan of a very good friend of mine put me on to Hamilton.
Okay.
And she sat us all down and she was like, look, all you thug Negroes, I know y'all not into musicals and all of this other stuff, but y'all gonna listen to this. And I've been hooked ever since. And I know music plays a part in your stage production. How does music play a role in what you guys are doing?
So there's a lot of spirituals, old school spirituals that we sing in the show. There's some new music, but there's a lot of old school spirituals and some like R&B-esque type songs in the show that really paint the joy, the passion, the pain, and the triumph of Henry Box Brown and all of his family. So all the music is perfectly aligned with every single thing that he goes through and that his family goes through. So you got your spirituals, you got your Hold On Just a Little While Longer.
Oh, that's my song, bro.
And there'll be melodies where it's like, different weight in the water, stuff like that. Things like those. I'll be in rehearsal one time a couple of years ago. I was in rehearsal just singing the song. And I was really going through it as just an artist, as a person, just going through it, bro. And I'm singing the song "Hold On a Little While Longer," and this was around one of the black anger outbreak stories where somebody got killed. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Oh, because there were so many last year. How could we keep up? But don't.
No, seriously. But even this was like 2-3 years ago. So even then, because we got like one, two or three every year. One big killing where everybody's getting us riled up and
we ready to burn shit down. Yeah.
Right. So it was that, and then it was my own personal life, and then it was the words, and then the words inspired me in that moment. Paul G, not Henry Box Brown, inspired me in that moment. So music is a huge part of the show, is a huge part of the journey of Henry Box Brown, and the spirituals and the new songs, man. I think it's incredible, man. It's really good.
I see. You know what? The Guyanese brother, hold on and listen. I play that song periodically to get my mind right, because it's one of those songs. I agree with you. It's one of those songs that can really touch your soul and keep you motivated to moving forward. So as we're moving forward into what's the future holds for Paul G, I just kind of want to touch on, you done played Madison Square Garden, the Barclays Center, and Carnegie Hall. Bruh, you done touched some rarefied air. There isn't a lot of people that can say that they've been in these spaces and places.
Well, the thing about Madison Square is we did a concert. I sang a part of a group that was in the concert. I didn't headline. I'll be honest with you. I didn't headline the music, but I sang on that stage.
Hey,
We did
we
the
ain't
stuff.
saying all that. You was in there performing. That's good enough.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And, you know, I just want to be straight up because I know there's more work to do, and I know that when we do get to MSG, it's going to be a whole different type of accomplishment and something. But yes, we did perform Madison Square. We did Barclays. We did 4040 Club in Barclays. Then we did started Single Banner a couple of times for the NCAA. And then we did the Carnegie Hall concert with a bunch of just gospel legends. We did Carnegie Hall with C3YC. Shout out to Kelvin King. Shout out to Sarah Singer Gordon. My sister, who's a monster, she don't like people telling me this. Actually, no, I shouldn't say it. But she's doing incredible things in music and the gospel scene, of course.
You better beg your sister up. Sister,
You know what I'm
let
saying?
him rock. Let him rock. Come on now.
No, I mean, she doesn't like me telling the things she do when it comes to like the big stuff. But honestly, she's doing excellent. But shout out to them. We sang background with them. One of my best friends, Christian Margitz, he's in Finland doing West Side Story. He was singing with us. My boy, Dave R. Redmond, Hunter the Ultra Lord, he sang with us. Nicholas Ryan Gant, who got an album coming out. He sang with us at the Barclays Center. And, you know, it was amazing, man. And so those are the experience I got with a lot of the people that I grew up with some of my closest friends who will also be working on the next album. So, man, these experiences are just it's a blessing, bro.
Yo, I love that, and I love the energy, and I'm already excited to see because I'm glad to hear that new stuff is coming out. Because now that I'm on, I'm watching.
Much love, brother.
I'm watching.
Sure.
So aside from the music, do you have any more acting aspirations? Are you out here trying to audition for TV movies? I mean, I'm gonna be in Suicide Squad. Apparently,
Right.
Look, they had a gang of people in Suicide Squad. I think you could have played at least half of the roles better than the actors that was actually in it. So talk to me. What we doing?
I mean, so my main goal is actually TV and film, man. So like my main goal is TV and film. Like I only got into the theater because I'm from Brooklyn, man. We don't get a lot of opportunities to do what we want to do unless we take another road to get there. So theater, it was not my final goal. I mean, I like it, but it's not my final goal. I loved it actually, but TV and film is my goal. So I'm constantly submitting one of my team members, Ann. Shout out to Ann. She does some assistant work with me. She's constantly submitted for me. Abraham Thomas Agency, they're constantly working for me. So I actually booked a film recently that we got to reshoot. It was going to be shot in Utah, the most random spot. But we're doing short films. You know, I booked another film in Maine, but we're still waiting on shoot dates for that because of COVID. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff. But the point is, I'm looking forward to getting on that TV and film, and I'm constantly working, and I'm constantly trying to get my foot in there. And yeah, man, that's the goal, man. The goal is to get on a series, get on a movie, get it somewhere, get on that screen, because that's where I want to be as an actor.
And do the music for the show too at the same time.
Absolutely. Submit
double dipping checks.
Exactly, man. That's it. That's it. Multiply the paper.
Hey, you know what? That's some math I could get down on.
I like math like that. You know what I mean?
Yo, and also I agree. Big shout out to Ann, who was able to actually connect me and Paul G and be able to make this interview possible. Because for our viewers, our fans, our followers, one of the things that Headner's in charge is we are big on the proliferation and promotion of dope Black creatives. This is absolutely one of those individuals. He's the quintessential definition of the type of people that we look for to feature because y'all need to know. Y'all need to be in the game. Y'all need to be hip. And sometimes we don't have the opportunity to know where our brothers are doing amazing work out here. Amazing work. And to hear everything that you've already done and accomplished and to be so humble about it, but also going forward, what's one of the goals that you hope to accomplish within this year and next year? Listen, I want to hear both goals this year and next year.
Man, bro, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. My main mindset is putting myself in position to succeed. So putting myself in position means constantly submitting for roles, constantly putting my brand out there, constantly shaking hands, constantly performing as much as I can, constantly writing, constantly recording, constantly writing for artists like I've been doing, constantly thinking, master plan thinking, Googling, researching with my boy Double A. Aaron Gibbs, hitmusic.com. Check him out. He's a producer. He's a beast. Constantly researching, planning. I'm only saying that because a lot of the blessings and the bigger things came from just being ready, just being in position to succeed, having my songs on the right sites or the right, what's the word? The right stream, the right licensing sites, the right platforms. The right platforms where people can find the music. You know what I'm saying? So I say that first to say a lot of the blessings come from preparation and put myself in position. But my goal is the same, but just another level. It's TV and film, bigger movies, better roles on TV, better roles on series, bigger stages, bigger crowds, more people streaming, better sound, better music, better features, better collabs, bigger live events, bigger concerts, bigger benefit concerts, bigger basketball tournaments, bigger everything, man. That's the goal, and I feel like I'm being put in position to not only plan smart and plan hard, but to just make sure I'm capitalizing on every moment I can. So to answer your question, bigger everything, more everything, more collabs, more opportunities, more handshaking, and more money.
More money. Listen, so are you going to stay in New York? I mean, there's some entertainment meccas out here now. I don't want to move your base, but Atlanta popping. LA, yeah. You already know. But New York, you in the hub.
Yeah, man. My boy just moved to LA. My boy Jay the Creative, who's done a lot of graphics and video for me and photo shoots for me. Jay the Creative, he's a monster. Check him out. Jordan, he's on Instagram. He just moved to LA, and he's doing work out there too. But my thing is, I've created such a hub in New York that if I need to fly to LA, it's okay. I'll get a $200, $300, $400 ticket to go there for a week. You know what I'm saying? To go there, you know what I'm saying? It's fine. I can go to LA to shoot and live there for a month if I need to, and then come back to New York. New York is the home. It's where my main people are. So I know I know a lot of promoters here, a lot of artists here. You know what I'm saying? I know the venues. I know how to get to venues. I know how to get to people. You know what I'm saying? So me just uprooting would be weird because I have a really big, great root in New York. So for me to move right now wouldn't really make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? For me, at least. You know what I mean? So
listen, I love it because that makes it easier for you to come on down I-95 and come perform with us when we put our events together, because absolutely I am ecstatic and I cannot wait to hear your live performance, because one of the things that really stuck out to me was how I read where you said, hey, the virtual stuff is cool, but it's the energy with the crowd. Live performances seem to be where your heart is.
Yeah.
Why that over the virtual world?
Well, because I'm a people person, man. I love the connection. I love the connection. I love to talk to people. I love to make people smile. I love to inspire people. I love to make people laugh. And I'm a people person. I love to inspire people in the form of happiness, joy, and talking to their heart. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm live, the music is fun. The energy is fun. But when I'm talking on the mic in between songs and I'm connecting to real people who go through real things and who have real things that they love to do as well, I like to be able to talk to you in front of your face, and the songs hit harder that way. The energy hits more genuine that because you're feeling my energy and you're feeling the song and you're seeing me and you're seeing that, it relates to the song. He's not faking it for, the streaming sites. He's not just trying to say anything to say anything. You know what I'm saying? What he's saying, he's prepped, he's mentally prepared. And so that is why live performance is my thing. You know what I'm saying? When that light hits, when that platform hits, it's the moment for me to display what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love it. That's one of the reasons why we opened the show up with a collage of his live performances, because people can put out music. Not everybody can perform live on stage, and it is not the same energy. You have to take it to another level, and I have to admit, just seeing you, watching you on screen had me be like, oh, yeah, he would be live at a live event. So one of my final questions, and I always ask this of all the artists, of everything that you've done, of all the things that you've experienced to date, what is your most cherished moment?
Well, this moment is not only the most cherished moment, it's like I cherish a lot of stuff, but one of the moments that I'm really proud of, it wasn't the most lucrative one. It wasn't the most, biggest platform one, but it was when I did my most recent benefit concert with my home church, CCC. Well, I collabed with them, went back to CCC, and we collabed and did a benefit concert to help kids do community service around the world, missions around the world. And the benefit concert raised money. It was some free tickets, some sold tickets. It raised money. We had 1,000+ people in attendance. We were jumping around. It's on my IG. If you want to check it out, look up GCAP, GEECAP. You'll see all my past live shows and stuff. You'll see some of the Mission
Y'all
Beyond.
raised about $45,000.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we raise a great amount of money for people from Brooklyn, kids that are a part of the church to go do that. And, I'm not able to be at TCC as much as I can, but it was amazing for me to full circle, work with people I looked up to, call artists that knew my parents to perform on a bill that I programmed, my creative direction, my programming, my directing, my producing with my boys who helped me put the videos together. I'm creative directing the videos, the promo, and then I perform at the end, and then I'm helping with the budget. And then shout out to Romaya Witten, who literally is an angel. My sister, Sarah Gordon, the one I mentioned earlier, who helped me big time with Mission Beyond. We did actually 2 of those concerts. The first one was incredible. The second one meant more because it was right before COVID shut the world down.
Oh, gotcha.
Did the concert January 4th, January 10th is when they first started telling people to stay inside. So we didn't
just
know
got it in. Yeah,
exactly.
just got it in.
Right. We didn't know what 2019 was going to be like. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was going to do the concert, go on tour, perform everywhere, and Street of Music and Beyond it was going to be lit. But the world said no. God said no. He shut it down. And so 6 days after is when COVID happened. So we had a good time. We Hot 97 promoted it on their radio. Shout out to Jamal Bernard. Shout out to DJ Tony Tone, who might have done. I don't even know if they did that, but I'm just shouting them out because I know they're on.
Those are good people to shout out. That's
right. People that always showing love to me and my brand. So. That was incredible, man. Like my brothers were there, my people were there. Shout out to the Saga, who's a battle rapper with URL. He was there. My sis Nelly, who thinks she's retired, but she'll be on the album. My brother
I'm pulling her out of retirement.
Right? She's not retired. She's just saying that because she's getting money. So she's too busy to rap right now, but she'll be back. My brother NRG performed. He has a new album coming out as well. Again, I'll say it again. And so it was a family affair. It was exciting. It was energetic. The energy was incredible. Boot Step Team, who's a huge support. Shout out to Reggie Alvarez, who basically is someone who just means so much to me mentally as well. So it was my most proud moment. I paid myself for marketing. Well, I got paid for marketing. I paid for performing. And I was able to help other people get paid to do music on a huge stage with professional lights, professional video, and with 1,000+ people in and out of that event. Ooh. It was madness. None of us are famous. You know what I'm saying? We're just hard workers. We people that if you know somebody who knows us, people who might have streamed our music, they brought their friend to come see the concert. It was real love, and I will never not be proud of that until we do something bigger and better. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I'm most proud of. And Mission Game Time, Mission Beyond.
Yo, listen. Look, I don't know about the not famous part because you know what? You're out here inspiring somebody. Listen, fame comes in many shapes, forms, and fashions.
For sure.
And the fact that your music has inspired, the fact that your music has transcended things and helped to raise money for youth to be able to do their spiritual thing, bro. Let me tell you something. That right there, that's all the fame you need. You are fame tapped out right now. Now, if you do something bigger,
right. Yo, you know what? That is an excellent point. And I stopped trying to chase fame. I just want to chase money to help me build. No, I'm not. I want to be rich so I can build more. You know what I'm saying?
Can I be rich and not famous? I'll be okay with that.
If I'm rich first and then the fame comes, I will, that's fine. But I want to be rich so I can support my community. I can grow with these ideas. I can make these ideas bigger and better. I can pay my family a little bit better. I can pay my friends a little better. So yes, if I'm famous, the influence and the platform is there, which I'm really looking forward to, the platform to speak to billions of people, whether they're 18 or 50 years old, speak to billions of people and inspire them to be the best they can possibly be and to love themselves and do everything they can possibly to be the best they can possibly. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the next platform, the next group of people I'm introduced to, man.
Listen, we are excited to see what you bring. Brother, let me tell you something. I can tell you right now, you already have a global reach. We've already seen it. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking the time to sit down and talk with me, and especially because we were super excited to feature you this month. Before we get out of here and we play the authentic G Mix, is there anything you want to say to the people that they might need to know about Paul G?
Oh man, Paul G is my mission is to influence, inspire with the essence of transparency. So I'm gonna be as real as I can with you. I'm gonna be as honest as I can with you on every song. I'm gonna make you smile. I'm gonna make you dance. I'm gonna make you feel something. I'm gonna make you feel something. I'm gonna make you feel inspired. And whatever I do, it's really about not only me, it's about everybody around me. So if you're listening to Paul G, I want you to feel that good feeling. I want you to feel inspired. And even if I'm in my bag with one of these songs, I want you to be in your bag with me. I want you to relate. I want you to feel that it's okay to feel, and it's okay to be not okay. You know, so whatever Paul G is putting out is something that I'm hoping everybody can take and grow from. I'm not trying to bash nobody's community. I'm not trying to bring nobody down. I want to inspire people, and I want to continue to grow with myself because people like everyone that's listening helps me grow. And Paul G is ready to make more music and more product and stop being hot this damn ring light on my face. I have rehearsal from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Now you see why my black behind got this blue light behind me. I ain't put no ring light on. I know. I'm too big to be sweating for over an hour. I appreciate it. Look,
listen, bro. But that's what Paul D wants you to know. I'm a real dude who wants you to feel real and who wants you to feel real about yourself and love yourself and smile and enjoy your life and do everything to the top. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy your life. That's all I want you to do.
Simple enough. Listen, y'all, this is authentic, the G-Mix.
People to take away from their art.
I want people to feel free. We just finished the concert, started a new tour, then that COVID hit. We back harder than ever. It's only gonna pop if it's authentic. Shout out Side for the Dark Hit. Woke up and I gotta get a song first. I'ma be beyond it, it's a lot of work. Miss my mind, miss my life, and what I got from church. Don't see no capo, shout out guapo, there's some firework. Yeah, like the 4th of July, you seeing firework. TTFR, that's my line of work. Yeah, thank you famo, thank you squad, look how God work. Yeah, look how God work, yeah, look how God work. Hey, whatever you gon' do, just get lost in it. Get lost in it. I went and chose my vibe and got lost in it. Hey, if you got a problem, don't get lost in it. Gotta be authentic, yeah, gotta be all in this fact. Hey, whatever you gon' do, just get lost in it. I went and chose my vibe and got lost in it. If you got a problem, don't get lost in it. Yeah, gotta be authentic, gotta be all in it. Had these little weird ideas and I ran with it. God took the bad parts and he branded it. I'ma send this on the roadway, he gon' land it. I don't see no way I'm gonna be landing. I'm giving a whole other degree of some of the vibe that's in me. If it ain't bringing up my vibe, it's a liability. Got the Apple Watch on, I don't gotta act. I'm really who I am, I don't gotta act. Devil tried to touch me, slept it down like, yeah, I just got a new track, don't know how to act. I'm giving a whole other degree of some of the vibe that's in me. If you ain't bringing up my vibe, I want you near me. Birdo, the beat, dubs go beast, dubs go the mix, I mix it all, it's a recipe. Whatever you gon' do, just get lost in it. I wanna choose my vibe, I got lost in it. Yeah, if you got a problem, don't get lost in it. Gotta be authentic, gotta be authentic. Yeah, whatever you gon' do, just get lost in it. I went and chose my vibe, then got lost in it. Yeah, if you got a problem, don't get lost in it. Gotta be authentic, and I gotta be all in it. Ay, whatever you gon' do, just get lost in it. Ay, went and chose my vibe, then got lost in it. Yeah, ay, if you got a problem, don't get lost in it. And I gotta be authentic, and I gotta be all in it. Yeah, don't stop dreaming, bro. Don't stop. Yeah. Whatever I said on the first song, just play that back.